My first selection for an interactive for students, mostly geared towards the elementary school. I find an interest in it because it has to do with an artist, Amina Brenda Lynn Robinson, which is right here, where she is combining traditional art materials and then everyday found objects. So, which is kind of nice because then students learn to use their critical thinking. Um, One thing I found interesting is that it does have a lesson plan on here, which would be great. I Something that I would choose to use more so in the high school because it is a lesson they could take anywhere from 2 to 8 class periods. But I do really appreciate the fact that it gives an idea about how much time it'll take to do this project. This project I really appreciate because it is a three-dimensional piece and it works with tree branches. Although there's something about pig fat in here I'm not too familiar with, so I would definitely have to do some research myself to be able to make this one happen. Um, it gives a list of vocabulary words for the project and relates to Amina and her work. Um, there's also books about Amina that are by her, and it has that are also by her, and it has to do with the projects that are on here. You can go. There's an area where you can go to see work that Amina has done, which I find this piece very interesting, and I can imagine that one would take quite a bit of time also. Um, there's also an area on here where you can see, if I back up, and here you can see where teachers have submitted. You could submit your own artwork. Uh, There's also share. A lot of these are teachers who have used projects from Amina's website that are geared up towards work that Amina Robinson does, and this is very nice. I like this piece here. Um, so it has create your own artwork and how to create your own art gallery. Um, so for the interactive for students, it also has this understanding about the artwork. There's Okay, so creating your own artwork, and then it loads all the supplies in the window, and which are, once it gets loaded, you can select items to go into your artwork right here. It says you could choose your own background. Oh, you have to get started. Push get started. It allows you to choose your own background, your supplies, and then the objects. You click on the objects and drag them into your canvas. So we could choose. This is, I believe this is a cloth. You include mud cloths, kente cloths, feathers, paper. Let's see what happens whenever we get these different feathers, and then here's some found objects. We have butterfly. Looks like this butterfly here is made out of paper, so that's kind of neat. And we have acorns. Oh, these are little jewels. I take that back. You can do buttons and shells. Amina's work has to do with a lot of buttons. So we can do this, and then whenever you want to, right up here, well, there's two buttons. There's a save button, and then there's a print button. And unfortunately my save button goes off the screen. You can also rotate your objects. If you watch this button, it's turning. So I think that it's a very, that this is a nice interactive where students can create some digital art using everyday materials or everyday found objects and basic art room materials.